the Tadiam Hini, when they issued me the letter, he started to become remorseful and saying that I didn't want her to stop. I just wanted her to extend it a bit. And when I went to Mampong Hini's, almost like a thank you service where he did his final rites this, I think was it this week or so.
Okay.
I met the same two people who made the complaint, and they said they regretted it.
Oh. You met these same people?
Yeah, the same two.
Who you met at the meeting?
Yes.
And they told you that what? They regretted?
They have regretted.
Why are they saying that?
Because they didn't like how things is not. I guess I have stalled the work right now. Like I've stopped.
Like seriously?
Yeah.
Did they come to your house or something like that?
No, I was sitting at there's a Duffier Square, like Old Parliament. There's like a car park, and I was sitting there watching Mampong Hini and all his graces. You know how they lift him up and so forth, and the umbrellas. And as I'm sitting there, I was sitting next to former MP Honorable Sarkodie, and they are now saying they have regretted.
They've regretted?
Yes.
But what were they thinking when they came out with that? What were they thinking?
I don't know. People sometimes don't think
Or is somebody pushing them?
That's what I'm saying. You know, you have a current person that's sitting there. You have somebody also who's the MCE. He too is vying for a position, even though he's NDC, and that's a stronghold of MPP. You know, maybe the MP used the MC. That's just my mind. Because why would you stop something like this? You don't have an AstroTurf in Mampong. You don't have large companies. You don't have a lot of things in Mampong. So somebody who is a citizen of Mampong, Mampong Dishe, wants to do something for the community. I've done over 40 projects. Why now stop this? Why didn't you stop the building I constructed at ASEM? Why didn't you stop the gutter I did? Even gutter, if you don't use correct chippings, correct sand, correct specification, it can break. And when it breaks, who's responsible? So why didn't they stop me at that point? Why didn't they stop me when I created the VIP wards in the government hospital? All those require building permits as well. So I think this is like a Jandam show.
Oh, so thinking about it, stopping at this point, after you've sunk about 400,000 cedis into all this, and going forward, how much would you need to complete the project?
Oh, when I went back to the contractor to ask him how much would it cost to grass the park, he's saying he didn't give me an invoice yet. I don't know if he's also feeling a bit discouraged, but he hasn't given me an invoice. But he said that you will have to do a borehole so that so that you can water the whole park. But he didn't go, and you have to buy chippings and so forth. He didn't go specifically on how much, so I'm still waiting for that invoice.
Okay, so you don't really know, how much you need to complete it. But if you've already spent 400,000 cedis in this, maybe it could be more.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nanaya, so the next stage is to maybe meet Mampong Hini,
just to hear what he has to say.
But after that, maybe for now, you're 90%, 80 or 90% sure you don't really want to continue with the project.
I don't, because I feel a bit discouraged. It's like you stopped me. You should have stopped me from the beginning when I constructed the gutters and the drainage system.
Okay.
Why stop me at 90% almost completed?
I'm sure for Yabakoya Dibna Yambon Tofa and some oka, and they said, you know, the SEC or person or ye. Me plan to make 100,000 to Sika 1 billion or say, or share car wabad yen Krumia, Waboka Bay 4 billion cedis, Titisiko 4 billion CC. Na at the end of the year, send your boy and crown, a man the rare aho. It's your body and your person yard say. Obeshia Mampong Hini na only na din komo na wahwe de Mampong Hini adwenefa asem yi ho na ase na omo omo di dwumadie bi wonim se na nsa ya na omo de no esi akoya so nti na nsa dwumadie no ekoso nti ontumi ne no enhia oni ne hia na obebo no tofa kra ba sise na akoma mu de na bemabu na bema bupa ompese obeto adwumadie so odo yi na akoma na nko ya stotef bi dia man mabu na wo na akwakoba de se asem kofo bi bro ne yam politics nti sa no nsusu ye etie ba ni nyina mu obehia mampon hene na afi wahu anamo a obetu bat the ready aho na bema bu a ompese obeto adwumadie so bi na no na o kire mu se nipa mienu kro de complaints no koyo ne omkotena meeting mu no ekire otene ba bia na mu aba we de ye paucho ye kra ye susu se na ebeba bi kra wa bem kra bebu se wu jaya de nti we de ye kra ye nu ye humpo ye paucho de ye paucho na bi kra bi bisa za de nkofu bi de no robo che nkofu bi na epie omo anase but a country called Ghana movie bi ni dino no le win movie bi dino no ye say a country called Ghana ono di ni sika eboa no otenchan wamfa ne sika we astrotef kra aban na ayu ebi pebi wo mo constituencies omo enya waye projects awro de ache eye oman na nase bampo fo no ye astrotef wu kapre ni o kapre edimu oye na nkofo bi chene sai ade ene swadodo enso so omo ebe hwe so kra wo bobo wo so ebe ade ene swadodo enka wo be ma nka ye na wo sika sai ene wum wo sika sai edewum wo bisa so omo de bi be kan won so omo se da bi enti ade no de ontwentwen so na wonjai waboka dada enti ye hwe ebia na ohia na ebe firi ma ba no na yenso ye de ho ama ne bo abrem bansa na ya ebe kodo nefu awotwe aka no NPP primaries no be bisa no ho asem ono so di makotene wo party no pa in fact ye kan say o patron wo party no enti be say enche the nice kwan so a oko enkrai na be bisa no na ya when 8 days left.
Wow.
Yeah, 8 days left for the D-Day or elections. What do you have to say to all those listening about the primaries, the upcoming primaries? And yesterday there was a meeting at Aliza Hotel.
Yes.
They went to sign the peace pact. So now they are seriously campaigning. 5 candidates seriously campaigning.
5 or 4?
Oh, it's 5.
I thought 1. Okay.
Yeah. Across the length and breadth of the country, someone would say perambulate across the length and breadth of the country. Now we have 8 days to go. I think they've been meeting delegates, over 211,000 delegates. What's your message? With the 8 days to go, what are you telling Ghanaians and for members of the MPP for sure?
Oh, like the peace, signing the peace pact. I think that's a wonderful idea to bring unity in within the party. So I think it's good. I still don't know who to vote for.
Oh my word!
Up to now, I'm still.
Well, you know exactly who you're going to vote for.
I don't know.
I can confidently tell you. Look at you in the face and tell you, you know who you are going to vote for.
No,
because you've been listening to their messages, right?
Yes.
You've been listening to their messages.
Yes.
Yes, and by now you are cocksure about who you're going to vote for.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
So what are you going to wait? It's left with about 8 days.
Yes.
So you decide on that day?
On that day.
How can you decide on that day?
That's the same thing I did 2024 when I was voting.
So can I ask, who did you vote for?
Oh, but I voted for, because MPP, yeah, and we were going against NDC, I voted for the likely choice. Yeah.
The likely choice.
The likely choice.
And who was the likely choice?
That was Baumia at the time.
Yes.
But right now.
So Baumia this time around?
No.
Anyway.
No.
Baumia that time? Yeah. But you're not sure about who you're voting for this time around.
Now, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just before we part company with you, what will be your message to everyone listening this afternoon?
Like the peace tree, we all should be at peace and at one with ourselves and our great country, Ghana. we are so fortunate to have peace. You know, there's so many countries are surrounding us, like Burkina, Ivory Coast, you know, that are in stable times, and everybody runs to Ghana for refuge. So I love the fact that even though we all come from different tribes, we are all one people, and that those who are able to vote on the 31st, we should take time, wake up early, and go to our respective places and vote. And then 2028, I'm not saying vote for MPP, but every vote matters, so that we can move forward and keep our country great. It's great, but we can make it greater.
All right. Sometimes I'm being tempted to ask, how far with our politics? You've been in the States for so long a time.
Look at what I'm going through. The national patriots, some of them were laughing at me. None of y'all, you see Ghana politics? And they were laughing just like you're laughing. None of y'all jack shows.
You see Ghana politics?
He said, welcome to Ghana politics.
That's the baptism of fire.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything yet, and you're crying over Pac.
but I believe you get used to it. You get used to it.
Yes.
Or to take a while.
I'll get used to it.
Anyway, enjoy your weekend. Have a nice time.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.
Safe journey to. Well, where would you be voted? Okay.
No, at headquarters.
At the headquarters.
Yes.
You'll be going to the headquarters.
headquarters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll leave maybe 29th.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, all the best.
Thank you, Henny.
And nice meeting you once again.
Likewise.
All right. For your court, your dim aha, a wound to me TV so Nana ya Beatrice or Warua Sion and Yadeno Chiche in Komui na Nana ya sorry dear na just a lawyer Bako Pe Ice Lawyer Evans Ofori Osebunsu Lawyer Evans Osebunsu. Lawyer or Jane Club T to say yeah. Yeah, far cameras not to so the lawyer Jane Club T to say yeah. Number who say be and then your court that and I say me so I do appoint them no aquacosan home because lawyer there what did you suit the jai water no pass. Lawyer so my fellow papa the Ojubedi so no ebetwetwe komo with 8 days to go. In a fua wachia aka yade beko akoto aba no ene lawyer ewa ha eno a omo sign peace pact no lawyer ewa ha yebedi ho enkomo kakra yebedi ho enkomo kakra nti ma efidie no ena ahase ya na yendi ho enkomo kakra na yeba broaden bi be say yeba broaden yeah horizon Randy Abbey, or your CEO for Cocoa Board. Randy Abbey, or your veteran journalist. Mekai growing up in Accra, those times no na radio go to buy na we share a year Randy Abbey. So time was sports, he was into sports. Na saa time no kwale fifi bansen no time BP bansen no saa time James James Agedi Mbuate no time no now to say saa time na you see radio gold boss super radio for the 90s back in the days na Randy Abenum omo ye sports kakra already bia obeya deputy chief of staff. A very good afternoon to you, Carlos von Brazzi. I think says that time no better Carlos also not so much in behavior phone in kakra also and they up choice FM Accra back in the days no now meeting Randy was building himself as a journalist. Na edu baby crowd no ko join ni nua sefakan unse sefakan is no radio good or ko join ni nua sefakan e Peace FM no mo aye show kakra or no dey everyone they chop for in website everyone or everybody they chop for in website eba system no ya test our term no everyone they chop for in website now Randy Abbey actually okwa line with President Mahama even at Metro TV makasa nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ wobɛtumi akasa be MPP be NDC but what's na microphone nature you ought to be fair. Randy Abbey men for to Metro TV or Yana Juma say as a professional journalist but to do baby a gumbe no yeah actually the use akwa leading questions be ne ho kro ne ba la say odi miaw no di miaw and na Randiabe e CEO Cocobot Randiabe as CEO Cocobot we know everyone they chop for in website Randiabe only a year abronye na enya issue defamation sa abronye account so wo ukoshia koko farmers a wo personal chair e de koshia koko farmers na afa kura wo wakwakoyi eye director of finance e wo koko board we yi na di said o pese wo de nipa beba be hye no wawie sika enti abronye agudin ho fi Randiabe wo kwa kofa lawyers a wan kwa kofa private legal practitioner koko board lawyers ni papa donom and wako form say obo en represent you na che say yes stand here na e kwakwa yes che say wo koko board sika no and na wo defamation suit aben sika na wo di tria lawyers no ka so obo represent you court and no ko do court magistrate no say judge no abo atuagu me nye lawyer ni and they say me do abeba I we friend one and only lawyer Evans was able to ebi odi ebe remu briefly kakra enti sada akwakoba be kasa ya Randiabe enso asem no nanim kogu ase no wasra akwakoye engage private legal practitioner your friend Alex O was you are bronye was siu no bio say mani megu ase pra mesaba to say kakai to assess you abronye sada case no etie sisi ye beka eno ho nsem na bia lawyer wa ha kind of furiata kind kakra wiki it's about Ken Oforiata oba oko and I said to say no more pikete ewa Accra on Ken Oforiata issue no omwawie yes the case no ba no omba friend April me catch am so omum pikete omo pikete akopem second e be ba ndo abetisa lawyer bi kan say wan hwa ade obo ye no be bu aka case eti ebrebebema we have so much to talk about me fidie no enda here Ayawasu East Ayawasu East is it yes Ayawasu East parliamentary elections no MP na okan chinegu ye ya no de yere hajia no osio jiram hajia se ono so beko Saturday ochina e no mo file forms no betumi akwa pick for we NDC ni a almost say filing fee 40,000 uko pick forms 5,000 now we have 40,000 NDC for filing fees I don't know NPP for also ye them but hajia no claim for say hajia time on so ye say nkesa wote ho gi agree 40 days no enso ye hajia say who cares me say meko no more to me so aba because if free 2,000 ye shase yerum shase represent your bukun no menso no be hajia bikun na afri mu say 2,000 Esutifi South Cecilia ni kun fi mu or represent ni kuko gina mu no wini ya be so hajia betumi akọ 2016 Shai Osudoku Lindo Okulu odon so ni kun fi mu no and or contest you wini ye 2019 Ayawasu West Wagon Lydia Alhassan Buachie Jakun efimu onunsu koi owini ye 2020 Tempane constituency Lydia Lamisi ekoi Nikun David Adakurugu onunsu fimu no Lydia Lamisi nso ekoi owini eko Hayford Meda case no ebaye no Ophelia police ni onunsu koi owini na me de miku efrima adentina me so hajia mina menko nam so menko gina mu bi misu mawi ni ntibeko nkramufo no kasepi ba hajia esi obeko etie na ensampi ewo lawyer mema kwa ba lawyer mafiu
ani o mankeke
na apomu etese ni
bibia ye boko
yeda yamiase lawyer and then the make our club tea the united say na your court
e court kakra ya ba na eja yesa asesan ho ko change kakra
court they say ya emfa lawyer dey to be for we
go in fa club tea en court ya be pam ho kra
that lawyer do ya dey tia a long standing tradition e che kwa we gi na mo nchai ya say chief justice ba ko no say we gi no kwa ya
ma ho ayi hu so na ma to me bi abamu kakra obi a say club tea na say obi a dey na ha I was obo say to me bi because litigants are mo ba say club tea e je o say o ye dey o make sure say ja tuntum na we gi ne shawa na ma wani ma ye hu kase
that just who say yes lawyer dey
go Supreme Court na who say o ma hye tenten na kokko no gugumu especially murder cases o mbebu akumfo ne ade na who say
no ne
judge for no say ya na ehu aba court no mu
okay who so the kokko ne
any idea nyina timi go so say ya na ehu kakra
lawyer for crow lawyer yeah and the legal cases do be chance and the signing of a year piece you know money when they
the signing of the piece you know in fact a good motive ana nana Akufo-Addo ne empanifo ne omodi gu akwan mu the only thing in fact me and say me who say all aspirants ni nyina obi esre kama but the demeanor of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia that day ma esama happy. He wasn't all that happy because we know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said we city say baby ana ne singu so na osre but I rather saw Iraq and the Japan ne other contestants ne say omu nyina na omo obi esre Brian Champon honorable Kwabena Japan, honorable Brian Champon, Dr. Yaweduchim, honorable, Omunina, who says, and I said, dear woman, but who said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Nani Dimina, no, who say, it be a bibika cry a hano. But I never want to say me ba online, maybe who said Rasamia Uku. I can be said, in fact, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wasn't all that happy about the neck. Committee, no, and she say, Digu. Akwem okay me nim the detail of formation she be omo dia gu akwem a
okay me tis a media okay my who says I who headline
yes right I saw Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say ne dimina e bia na chere say onye happy about what was going on and ne ade a me hu ya who say I was expecting him senka ono dey answer all the time who say oye cheerful na osre nti ekoba said na sede nim nti na ma me hu what is going on and then ade am here worried but o hwa ade a party ni digu akwan mu e was say year peace before
na ni aspirants EBD ye de ruti na the rahodi
oh you see politics there
aspirants EBD liar there ye bia ye no be
you see I like Iraq Kennedy or in Japan but his comments on the man Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I wasn't happy about it on the basis the statement wasn't made by Enya Ayina Kaya, Enya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kaya. I'm such a own to me, and they make his statement. No. Now, here videos so Iraq and the Japan, the buy, a Professor Dubois, and ya dear no Yaria or resign, na ye idea or contest President Kufuor. Name when you vote in 700, President Kufuor, you bet over 1,000 something. Enti, a idea be say, Ebia Chama to me, and yan a fact no come. But I non say either Chama won to me and I said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a liar. And no dear what I disagree in total with honorable Kennedy or him a Japan. And dear me disagree. However, say oh share nipa bi aya na bi no criticize Ora Kennedy or him Japan, maybe so criticize other aspirants ni bi aya na me dear me madwene nkosa because I was saying if any pan and the competence obey. You see, the obey winnie biano and you no kwan betimi aje power de amayo. Ma menchro say o share politics say you can say obi MPP na lose 1.7 million votes. Clear MPP and lose 1.7 million votes. You cannot and untimi blame obi a party ni nyina na lose. Because one say time na John Bodu also you winning power na ye the boy John Bodu abaso. Ebra John Bodu be lose ye be lose ye no ye pam no John Bodu ni pam no by am pam the presidential candidate no and they clear. notwithstanding say me metia say bia say me money papa ka me gidi say de to me mana e bi obetima ahwe o man na ke bia me metima ka say owura Canada ohene Japan however eno nkyere say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya de oye good me hu ne say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne bibia oye bia enso ye kama but enyo no per se na enko ane ma yenya 1.7 million vote no ye lose ye because on say brebi MPP be lose bia no MPP lose a ubon say ya na party secretary no na ye tie blame no party ne chairman ne executives no omo da no omo ne sake omo opa ya steady hwe and that has been the tradition of the party so as steady a omo say Sabia Justin Frimpong Kodia and Kabum say party ni lose ye no na nkedia ni bere ne beso ye no most often ya na visit yes ye bufu no bibia ewo aspirant no so anase presidential candidate no so what's this idea na because John Boy Dubra or the winning part 2020 when we lost election obi criticize John Boy near Pamono. And that means that Justin Frimpong could ya so because you lose 1.7 million votes and you ram Mahmoud Bawumia and I'm Yalusu. That means that a party chairman more communication in a week and then you can't contribute to my 80 million because ora some media fit me far country Kasaya Lambasti Ram Mahmoud Bawumia yana poto MPP communicators and me ma out and me and Nkansah near my way na it most often Yalusu vote na yana attention ko executives and especially the party chairman this is the first time I blame the presidential aspirant. And there was a fact, a better fact, a mobile. Notwithstanding, be a mere meteor, Busami, Nipa, Mitmakas, obey my year, Jumani, ye park, see pa. If you be intimidating man, or can do in Japan. Sankaya can. I can meet my choice and the best person, a wabre party, no one, your party, ni party, was or dream party, no one can say a pan, commit my choice, a engineer, honorable, cabinet Japan. But delegates, Nanya, the Omokoto Abana de Namano. No cry about Cope, Omontomano. As ye kapa ni papa kedru no so a anko fata se eto abama na nka ye ono a but onya de omde be ma no what you say but to me se si a ba bi e gina no MPP e gina no enyina yie it is MPP anya very careful no mo the presidential candidate bi ba na se ni pa na ye de ne ba the good people of Ghana enyini ntumu a da bia me ka se nye de party ni pew party ni pe ni de mu be yi na ba but ni pa na wa bontene de omo se fa ne bra no and then I was saying, I'm telling you, because Ura Mezia, why no Mubusana say Hiano, Ura Ejuma, Ejum for man, why no so than a buyer, but to Abanama. And this way, delegate, these are some of the things I was saying, or general. And yet, dear Obi, when PB a declare no, as on no pen, and yet, dear when PB a cancel pen, and yet, your charm might be up, because at the end of the day, presidential candidate be obey Winnie Biano. Sa MP na o declare support to the man no sa MP no kwagene land cruisers ni ministerial appointment a onka ho bi eti de he na badwene delegates no ho de he na badwene sa wo enye land cruiser na de be mo na enso wo betima benya adwuma bi aye na wo de ahwe wo ma ene ade na wo se adwene nti notwithstanding peace you know mo ye ne de edana kwam wo se all aspirants no omutie na so pam na mo de ye adwuma na omutie asese whoever emerges victorious at the end of sa about 31st no enipa bi obebe bia no omunyina mfa nkabom no mo rally behind sa enipa no say de betima restore power free
na lawyer what now ye lawyer as a 2023 same happened signing of peace pact
enya juma onim asema andra me kan ne say we sign peace na so ma aboronya me sign bia asumdwe be na ebeba we sign peace me ba na keka we sign peace na say e bia wa ma kwasi kwa atemu a sign bia edeba asumdwe na ebeba because ye onkrofo bi edi His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia che onkrofobia di ora Canada ohene Japan achi onkrofobia di ora Brian na champo achi omo kasa no ora Brian na champo okra don say so ofa ora Canada ohene Japan na afa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enkrofo di won chi kasa no sa krofo na won so mbesan ni peace yi no because okofa na say ora bronya mesan de be cho beto bomb so a enya de ora Canada Japan ne camp so be kana no atum eti akoba sa na things fall apart center cannot hold. So,
but say leader no so na ebi ono so betumi akasa me dey batene ho ya support party no going forward into the elections
ya wa ha bebre na saa umachi tafo ya kasa but leaders ni bia ntimi nkasa nkyerɛ ne sɛ gyaade awoka why ne timi bɔ owura abronye asem so ono waye ready oni ne kokɔtɔ ne obɛkɔ court no so kɔ kwa owini owini court case ni because di kan o court ana nkyerɛ sɛ wadi bem owini case no de ne kwa ono waye ready sɛ ono obɛfesi wo court enti sɛ nipa yi sɛ ne sɛ ototo bomba ono na wohia sɛ ono no peace no mo ne tena se na ne kasa sɛ nipa bibia na owura kan di Japan camp ono na wasa wona ne tena se na ne kasa. You see, ade bia me kan say any kwan say ye dwene wo nkwa wo presidential ambition a wo peso na wasa wo dwene party ni say MPP no sabe meti MPP mfa bibia amra me koma adwuma na manyama bibi misika ato aduane adi but there was wo dwene won say obi kan say bi wo say eto da opanyini bi kura wo soro ho no mo a anai bi atene general ya ade bi kura na nka wo pesa wo nkra bi duru atene general enam say party ni munya obi ma ne ko ye ni ntino obetimi de wo nkra asi no so. It is a party or power a boa papa. And NPP as a political party, now also when it's a party, maybe a share, yeah, a different by the then time or those size more. You see, so just uncle for but now to me say another ketwa. What to me say party near another party at it and a pass because you're not careful not 31st. As soon as you are my party no a bit disintegrate am one way ya NDC for before me. Na nkyerɛ sɛ NDC ɔyɛ bibi pa bio hwɛ sɛ besi saa bɛ owura ase edu nkatia nam Western North ana wɔka kyerɛ kokofoɔ ne sɛ mu kokofoɔ yi me ka kyerɛ m sɛ MPP ne wie sika ɛpɛ free ha na ama yɛnya sika mfantoa ɛntom akatua mu koko ne ade ɔnam ka wɛ so obi ani wɔnom a watimi respond to owura ase edu nkatia. These are some of the things a wɔka ɛyɛ adwuma na NDC for yɛ to aba ɛde ma NDC na MPP lusu ba obi antimi and respond to no some are no blatant what lies say any pan the fatal lies now or a liar see a catcher and so a liar what I say it baby wa mesra owura kan de ja ohne Japan say do be ha ono so onya abotre because ade ne bi kura no wasi winning ayin kwanu mu a wo win ko but statement bi wo hono maka kra bi wa akoso so ana de hawa bro it means that statement we kura me na nka me respond what I said that day no respond to that statement na man vote no so take akra. And so we waves and from an air born and ya within be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Na just Owura kan de Japan hoarding pa. So at us, enti drew baby on there, onya botre no ntiatia, break kakra. Now the home so because 31st number na aso awie. Enti ni kwa sa o kan de bia be ma delegates na adwene asesa. Delegates ne de woman say mo na ekoto aba no. But so we delegates now be hwese we MP bi na declare obi se koto ma na MP ne de wakanti na de koto de a kokoto na MP ne kwaje ne ministerial appointment no kwaje ne land cruiser wo benya bia eno na wasa we think about it.
But lawyer be linka kakra wo side of peace pact emra Canada Japan as he stole the show and I said would that be for want of a better word benka say bia emra na attention e wo so ebra mo sign no go for chale ho ahia na do baby cry bi say o da bi on person be sign dey ade no but I say also no clarification who say
no I heard the man share mum
but na go for chale ho ahia now so ye clarification but me who say ade no so ase ye de ma copies near the mom days before almost steady idea to me clarification and I can
the customer no your lawyer na nsa na be sign document be say wako bank na ya ma documents sign na ya sign the loan ma no matter the bank na chocho bi anketenkete me wo de ma me to me bokan ni nyina esi ansa na ma sign every bi na me ji loan na me ya no papa this anasa dey we the dada lawyer sign na me say me sign to bo me to me bokan ni nyina ko site to da kra me je ko na maka ya wie na se mfeva me ameda ben so a standard form of contract and na e bind obia me na mfeva me ame nyintum me nje kra so ho point no e bia na no paper na e de man no de sade abehye de nsem asesa owura kan de Japan wo hu bebre wonimu ete so ogoro ho e de befa ne ko ho what you say eti enya de bi
na paper de aba e ba
yes eti ni sesa o se ma study no se e bom pa ya on time kata nani the intel kata na ni se ebia no bi free akiri na asumbo wom what you say owura kan de Japan kata na ni da o fi na ni na wa hwa ade ni mahunu se ade we ya ye koi 31st obi akosi seme na se sisi ni mu so asumdwe baba what you say because on say uni ni panyi na ekoto ababa na ye secret vote baby amante MPP form penifo asen aba na ye secret vote mu nyina mu nim se mo koto atia owura kan de Japan de a edi etina over out as I be declare support to say me the ma Orab Mahmoud Bawumia because so yes I'm an influence will be I'm an akotwa beti Orab Canada Japan into who say mu nyina mo mpena asem and obi a would declare the support obi a would declare the support it also a finani yaganishi no hwe ade ni mu hu say bibia da na kwam ye de pepepe ye de ye no because ebufuo beba ebeba time a usisi no ana say wakohunu obi ese obi nkofa ballot box ana obi ni yisi bi koye lie ese won change ballot box no fa from na yatete agu mu ne de ba ompene sa no ompene e ba sa so a emfa won say wasane sa peace park no e ba sa yi after 31st won koje ntum enti ma bibia anya asomdwe mo bi akoto na ba won firi ho ma yisi ne nkan e ma asomdwe enti memra pepepe e ba sa de a ene nipa 5 no bi abeje atum What I say, the peace park no, our munina sign no. Yenfa pepepe ye ni obia, de bedi Orab Mahmoud Bawumia, yenfa bini Orab Canada Japan, yenfa bini Orab Brian Champion, yenfa bini se ni penum ni nyina. Na pepepe yemra meto bia nko gina so okofa ballot paper na ballot box bia ko bini yisi bi nko plane e wo constituency bi se okodane aba no. Asundwe wetin ba ya to wie. Na se Orab Canada Japan na ewini ya declare no ya to wie na Orab Mahmoud Bawumia na ewini ya declare ni nyina ya support no. Eho de ekoba se Orab de wawini no wan support no de na chese wan kasa no wan kasa obotiri mu pese party ni na pese wo se no eno so de wuntimi nse party no because MPP as a political party no eso chew MPP as a political party eso chew etinya de a MPP no ye ko jama party bi anase aspirant bi ni univision akose NPP as a political party eti peace park na ye sign no ni nyina ne se obema asomdwe nti ade kro na watwere o masu ohunu no hu so wate ase before ansa na wasign because the amrane ten se wo sign krata bia na uye obi anim akenkan na wakenkan wankenkan na wo sign a
now this is the case I say a chama mo dada ya tete na say etumi
dane de ma wo no obo so obeba na ye de close for frasa be shim na wan hu na no asan akosan eno no ras Canada nti e wo so ye vigilant but not indolent obi a wo san bia no e wo so mo wani da ho
but lawyer the final one on this security security omo hwese police for ena ebeba be hwe djubadie no so saada no yisi for so pu na be hwe so but security where internal contest but security police for me no more sound a word of caution so wow the macho for beba beguasie ne ho pro de ba no emplo kra but ade na ye hu Canada Japan the trend you be try na hwan ne yi wasn't necessary
onim meda sepa onim security of essence very important but before be any bibi na e wa sechere me ankasa metwe me I had a call from someone or catch them say oni me fine pa or constituency bi o se no ma be friend na catch them say omo pe security a on betimi afa so no ma adani vote or constituency bi baby a on betimi awia vote ni bi e de ama one candidate bi etini pa ne frame me a o catch them no o so no de wa report na obo me nso mama ne na m catch them say oh it's better say o report say sana enkrofo bi ni mo abehia omo pese omo ya na ekosa na ekoma candidate bi bufu etubonsa aspirant bi bubefu ese bia ye pese ye sa ade we me pese mebo candidate aspirant kra na omo ye sa ade ne de ma no nje koba sa no anche na me huti se news aspirant bi so de abeto dwa se sa ade ono so de security for ono ani security beko so what I said na police bet me assure yen na me ni police efo bi no mo di nkomo e wo kwabre but omo ka kire me say police for will protect on be protected by lot boxes ni papers ni bia no bi obey nonsense bia ho bia they will teach that person a lesson I have very good IGP no don fan na nsi form because MPP bet me nya asomdwe a mesre owura mahama say police for was so the numbers a ye kama e de call every polling station bia e de protect because MPP ni asomdwe a o man ni so eni asomdwe na police to protect obia interest e wo ho e make sure say abano fairness aye adwuma say fairness wo mu a na okoto abane be wiase na obia fa ballot box no no de ko ana obi ni yisi na kwa ne adane na candidate bia ko win a emfa somdwe ma eti security there enne police for na me no mo kasa de na mo kan de na me hu ne say omo kwa akobɔ ye ho ban na mo make sure say asumdue aba na fairness aba mesre all aspirant ne say eni kwan so biye na adwene say chinchine atwan me na wasa me ye presidential candidate because enipa bia wo ye presidential candidate na nya wonko na ye de bebu man no eye woni nipa na eba bebu man no opa ma de obewin ebe wi asen all MPs na omu declare om support ni nyina de obewin bi on beta na chi ene nakọ eno nkyere se nipa num no obi antimi nya adwuma no obi a do ma ne be hye ne nsa bia obetimi aye se nya 30 years and 33 years aye his excellency John Dramani former president Jerry John Rawlings na o ye soja ni abrantie na sa amre no otimi de o man hye ne nsa ema 11 years obe my do be 19 good years o this country ema nitimi ye kama de a ede etina owura Brian Champo ntimi mu o man ede etina Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ntimi ede etina owura Kennedy wahina Japan ontimi mu na obi ka asem na obi so mani mu aya nje beka sa ateni enti no enti nipa kro bu man ya enye yi ana it's wrong. Donald Trump obi anu wa odi atam chen Donald Trump e wa America otimi ka kira African leaders say ye nyina ye ne aso ye ne to ni to emedi odidi atam ese ye de enima ne sex ne agimisam de enim waka ne nyina kire enso no na America for salete ne say o me president eti obi all trans
because no na me ba so say Kennedy all trans yes engenti o ye unfit for a year.
I disagree in total with those people. You understand that? We have to look at the competence in Ora Canada or in Japan. Whether or not say Ora Canada Japan do my nation and so bet me abu ana. Yenhwe ni nyuma we bibi ese enyuma no emu de hi na emfanhye well. Yenhwe Ora Canada Japan ahoden akokodro de defend the MPP as a political party. Yenhwe Ora Canada Japan se time na echichi MPP for etumu emire bi atwamu osori na wo kasa na obi antimi enche MPP fanintum yenhwe so owura Canada Japan ye cheche MPP fo isa waka na no tum hwese guso ana ye che MPP fo edo omoko court edo omoko
so ibi argument they say you obi ana to be president a eyeyo
na when na ya president di amano keke when ya president di amano say
you obi ana di you're very good in that but maybe he might not be as good as a president
na keke ye ni ha no o ma be serve o man nyina o mo ye doctors o mo ye PhD for o mo ye lawyers o mo njeche se titru soja ni ba ko pen na ba mu owura Mahama wa ye banker wa ye hwe o mo nyina ye nkohwe se kokonfa no che kohwe se enipa eto no de da abonte o mo da park so o mo nya dan nam a mo nkrofo ye mo operation ya GB ato ho no mo de da park so e wa abonte de da ase obi antimi be si dan to aso e kosoro bebiri nka se sa nkrofo ye mobo etom do mo ntua 1 cedi kura no mo nam. So they don't think about these people.
But can he handle the insults of Ghanaians?
You see?
With the temperament, can he handle the insults? Ghana foka on social media. What's the temperament? No bet me a contain.
Obetimia contain. Ghana said Donald Trump with me contain ya. Or ya Western than Ora Canada Japan. As to Donald Trump says here, or ya Juma. Wetimi kura kwache president bi afiri ne memu am aya America ni jesam wakwache no abrawote ne memu akwache na afiri ne memu de ne ko etidie no Ora Canada Japan at the end of the day say bia obeye president say no nkire se wukodi na atama na ofiti ya no ama so jafo ne ade abebro because me focus about the total development of the good people of Ghana etidie o say Ghana betimi aye den akonanim. It is so bit me a baby pharmaceutical industry kese e wo man mu no odwene o man hu bie sa anwuma wan fa nko different country no de ba na 10 year de anything wakoka na Owura Canada Japan obeka what one man wan go kana obeka
but
to obi awo yeah Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a very humble sober calm on me hu the way I mean this crop no ono so na ho brase na ho jo no eno so won ne enso obi so beka say anam so bre no ho ase ni nti say election no kra no we fiti prekope na ogitu mu na ye nyina ya lusu MP for bebre eno so say nka eno so won na enso ono ne de no be nipa bi a wo school a ye wo school no de na ye na ye keka no ne nipa mpa ya asem enso ye plane ye na ye kan ya asem wi a ye ne uni asem biem omo ye din no so ye dangerous so won say nti obi a won na enso na obi a so na kokodura ode ye na adwuma enti enhwe na tenie bi oni afuru ahwan anya enhwe se woni tresi wan bi anya problem osi obedi president no abeserve the good people of Ghana the Ghana for hwehwe ne se ade chia bread and butter be wo table so amoma di the Ghana ni hwehwe ne se obenya adwuma edi enti na wo se ministers enkoa obi edi ministers eduba bi ndisi mo beti Owura Victor Solomi family o madisa saa na baba bi a owura Kyeremanteng bonsu o ma di saa so enti enti na yensesam emma ebinum nso ma no musu me develop Sami Jamfi wana na amane minister da enso ye di Sami Jamfi ba enye na wo ye na adwuma o gold body not to stand the seka kakra bi
na za Kennedy o mu edi na chi so obo ye nkofo a enjoy kwasi kwati o nu andi di mu
kwasi kwati abana dodo sen na Kennedy no so wo Kennedy nkrofo enoso Kennedy ne nkrofo enoso etimi no tie betima ba se Kennedy su konya a wote ya betima benya CEO what ya say na nso so what did the unim na bebo Ghana eti delegates na o mo twene tan se chinchina this e bia candidate ba kono also dwene candidate no bi obewini bia yo bete bia de ma so sesem kakra be ye ne se ye kono one way da bia dodo etedu ba bia nsakraye so ye de eba mu a eno na betimi amu ohunu se nipa wo no so baba nipa dodo se ne di Kennedy achi eti se wo afida kwa abiro wo hina ebetima ba Kennedy so be win on betimi so afa wo do akwa bibi because anya certificate na enko na ye de ye adwuma wo mamu exam si kra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say aponko ano medical school eti obi awie no nya certificate nya se sebi apon no pa kire se ye de ko na unua na ono wan fa apon ni bia nko no nti ono de oninim die ese obetima bi owura Canada Japan school dodo asan no akwa odi bi enyuma steel factory ne hwan no ne ade a odi bi enyuma edu school sen kwa no akọ. It's about aduane a obedie woni obi wa busuam na wasua nwoma kora na kapre no ubotom a ayesi kora wo ye man sikanini ne ye fi no enti meme de me kan se ma asumdue ma ba delegates na wom ho de obewini bia fata enipa num ne de MPP omkuta men obia fata nanso hwe ehunu se hwan ne de tumi ne mano a okwa akwaje tumi de abrewo enye de MPP pe na ye de Ghana fo hwehwe or na wasa odi tumi mano.
But lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu in the house on a Friday afternoon with 8 days left. Na chese ya Kwaku tuaba na ye opinion and I say obi two franca de ama party no enti lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu ewa hado ni ye no edi nkomo no na mefa we emfemefa ba ye Kwaku tuno nti no 8 days aka no ada ye beto aba no me pachu enchimu afidie enfree ye wuntumi TV sada no ye the live coverage of a year Kosubia, yeah, the live coverage, bro. Enti enyi wafidie free hakra 333 polling stations, 276 constituencies plus one, and no a party headquarters also ebeto abano. Na yashe a year 211,849 delegates are Kwaku tuaba sadano ediyi you be two franca a day ama party won't be TV ya did nyina ebro and won't be TV aheya ye nyina ye beba beshia na Western Diamond for Abu Prado beba billionaires a year obna samwa be wa Northern Gold for nyina ebeba beshia ewa ha na fedie ye cover bia live ye de bia live bro ewo jumedie sunti sadaro be prepared or hineba na nesie do ewo ha me Nkansah be wa ha yedua no mo free other networks no so and so ebeba beka yensa ewo ha na ye the up to the minute information the abro one aso ya se di jumedie sunku bro Amuzu garlic bitters me pa cho boaso ya ste and ye di jumedie sunku bro waist and back pains maybe I Amuzu garlic bitters so to be a friend of my trophy so number is 0247 777 6743 it's Amuzu garlic bitters kona kopebi and Friday kope Amuzu garlic bitters nulumbi na Friday fashion was up a release stress kakra yewo Hepasco herbal capsules I don't know a support liver no afenso no a fee I wo widium kwasibro ni detoxification a yiding na efru widium and also bet me afre Hepasco herbal capsules for ewa homa trophy so number is 055 745 3579 055 745 3579 ofre Hepasco obeje so sanso da aba herbal center na ABA Herbal Center ye omonso no omubua wani bo wani ho ban say glaucoma say infection bi ko eye aba Herbal Center na omo enye omua omo so no opom sisi a omo boy dwuma opom de 0541 565 199 0541 565 199 executive herbal and so eka will be the adjumadi srunkui ebro January 31st 2026 executive herbal ono stroke webubu egu okra esichire yare mujabroso yare executive herbal obeye wo muadodo ono so wo frena number here 0240 211709 it's Growfine herbal tonic eka cement vita haka mixture obugina asoyasne asa daru ya dijubedie stronkono bro be wo fidie no and hasia lawyer going forward yenhwe adamatese yanko into legalities kakra yente Randy Abedie no free ho yente no free ho.
You see Ora Randy Abe is a very nice man, nice gentleman, tamana mi huno metro ne ade, but the point is me hu dey kan na o file suit. You see so file suit akọ court in respect of defamation any other year party be a onye part obi onye part of that suit no untimi emfane lawyer, because one, there is that kind of conflict of interest. In the conflict of interest now self here one, oh yeah, Cocoa board CEO ana abronye na wakwesi no enye Cocoa board no enene abronye enya problem, because abronye ankasa amfa Cocoa board na ankasa ho, but I wo CEO Randy Abe o personality, so your friend be separate legal entity, so o share bibi ti say wo Randy Abe na you are all separated from Ghana Cocoa board no, because personality no different from we see you now we different na personality so ye different enti wo ankasa no enya wa na osan Cocoa board na mu enti enti na obi no mienu anya issue asem a na wakwesi no a wo kofa Ghana Cocoa board lawyers ana akọ gina mu di amano. Inti we na ono mate ura mate no lawyer no or represent abronya ohuni ye na say no na rate we are very defective procedurally any kwan say wo kofa lawyer ono asan wo Ghana Cocoa board, because offer lawyer no from Ghana Cocoa board na natural say Ghana Cocoa board lawyer for no go state na esan de ka bre na say wo Randy Abe na me no wanya asem a wo ye different from na dating wa kofa Ghana Cocoa board lawyer for. It is a Ghana Cocoa board lawyer for, but the ne hokrampo no e chese wa bo man Ghana ka me ba cho te ase because wa bo man Ghana ka, because o man Ghana esika na ye di tuasa lawyer for na omo ye adwuma ma Ghana Cocoa board no e ka no wasan ko form so omo me represent the process no omo file ye stamp ye nyina ye state no wa boneka. That means that asem na abronye ka se wudi sika ho ne ade o ya me bia ye dai abem so eti lawyer no preliminary will raise objection to sir you can say what is the name sir rate na nkasa amode aba no into rate na amode aba no very defective on the basis that lawyers are mudini waso no Cocoa board lawyers it may also attack what rate no into attack rate na na court no so eno etie de lawyer no ka no ramante more can say no, in fact asma what the ababetu enemy enye ora Randy Abe ne o mom ne ne wanya na wo ye different from Ghana Cocoa board. Ghana Cocoa board onye part of the suit. If says Ghana Cocoa board no so almost so ye di wo matem bi o mu fee say akoso damage bi ama wo mo de a enanka Ghana Cocoa board no so de na lawyer for aba na ye denti na wo akofa Ghana Cocoa board a lawyer for eti wakofo ma lawyer for the normal backward normal file process there e chese okura Ghana Cocoa board wo sika ni bi ebi kura
ba lawyer you should say yes you and the idea could it be say bia who say abronye can say okushia Cocoa farmers or the nakuya the private chair
no de ko
enempo wayi a director of finance or hodom Eddie and on the Pafufra Babesho, Essan so person years can't. And to that Cocoa ne woman said director of finance no Cocoa board or alleged say be a year free or not in the Babesho. Now Kushia Cocoa farmers are and could it be say yes, I had lawyers to say, hey, Cocoa board and some law kind of so
it's wrong. A personal a personal because of here bibi to say any panel can director of finance na oboni din no ono ankasa mu no watake no what you say because o kan ye no na mo no mu siw na mo say e bi e de how bi so abre Ghana Cocoa Board e bi asase mi o kan ye asan gu yen Ghana Cocoa Board animu ase de a enu mpo no Ghana Cocoa Board anim gu ase a enye mo na mo kwa attorney general na eba enye the personal lawyers for Ghana Cocoa Board attorney general so bem. What you say? So the point is, a year then a one Nkansah director of finance and a year can once and I say CEO and I make one say conduct be personal conduct. Usubi a we in a day to personal conduct nama take say usuna a o yeni. It took me you have a personal or direct course of action against me personally. But a nyadia o kwadi Ghana Cocoa Board e ba be wuramu. No asan kofa Ghana Cocoa Board e lawyers di o ma be wuramu. It a hokra no cause financial loss to the state. What I say because lawyers now engage you from Cocoa Board no. Amani ni how now they are to Ghana so. It your okra no second suit you was an refile ya was an the court. E okra probe raise say wonye obi a ebia we use sika be free one more and kai then akofa whole lawyer for okra and the buy. But you see it's not about defamation suit our file. Now akosa obi agu ani mase. But it's about so obetimi approve a case. Because one your talks be on my just a mere political talk. Obi on my to me being no etimi kan sem bifa institution bi ho or your politician na said the law ni sin hu politician no all kan sem bi afa wadwumadie bi ho no enye sa na law no di ebu atia wo defamation suit mu ente o say o ye careful because enye defamation suit ni bia na o kan fa because ye political figure and ye de wakọ ente a political appointment and ono so ye politician. Eti politician bi hu ade bi no de tudwa ese sei no nu hunu wo hono mo a e wo se utimi man ban wo nkyiremu ana se oba out e be correct se asem no enye no kre na de figures ne be tudwa because e bi e way out this seek information e bi free wo ho eti se wo be ba bontin na wo ba be kirim se we be get your facts correct enti enye sei na tie na so why press conference na de abetudwa na mo file suit the kwa it depends upon abronye lawyers bi wo betima we maka cho say sa statement na oka ye ni nyina no e ya ade a watie and or rely on those statements and or your political figure nti o seek further details further and better particulars na free mo ho e de ehunu sa ampa sa na ma wensi wo mo institution ho Ghana Cocoa Board ho a enti just a moment sa details no ana wo fiti prakopa de back to say egu wani ase eho the way court no be say hu defamation e different from the way obesi hu so obi aheda a onye political figure fiti prakopa egu wani ase it depends.
Okay,
a lawyer for no ha ono so ni suit na wa refer law their band they will take their time and also file their defense. Actually say one they rely on ABA statement be a journalist be crowd be to dwa na nsem bia na epie free hoba and based on those statements no and a man or also pay further and better particulars into the two dwa because oba was a farmer na on farmer no into the two dwa ntina was senka wo ba out e be kire mu say enti say it is ensam na okan no na nya de a o siki say opeso tarnish we image
but lawyer ya dey afraid of cancel enti friend dia pay the lawyers are obiye legal team wo Cocoa Board George Kojo anase Kojo Ababagze ena ni kpako ado Samuado no kwa de ya betashe no akasa sa last year ye beto aba emu ho betashe the network ba ko su ni kpako ado ni kpako na je so obunim se ade no omo ye no na ebekwa akopem wall na ya from cancel why didn't they cancel Randy Abe say there be ade we there ko ana
ya cancel eno nkyere se e wa lawyer for obi ani ne su eno so nkyere se lawyer obi fiti prakopa no the case by no cancel ne say enye fako. So how can we also survive? You see the point I make can say I proper before us. Yeah, they say police for every case is also proper. Every case be proper before us. What
a fine case.
A fine case. What you say? But who case ni mo keke. Who case ni mo we and I make a choice. Remember that we are also human beings and we need to also survive. You understand that? And we also because the world is interdependent until we depend on each other before we can survive. So the point I'm trying to make is and yes, all the case in a bar, Ubaya no catch yourself fako. Now the end of the day, law firm now running.
That's why they are good case. They are bad. They are good.
Your case is all the bar a fine case. So also to our legal fee. Now you cook case him. Somewhere along the line, you wouldn't say ABA near maybe more. That is the time I back answer. What you say? So you have to check whether or not a course of action be arise and answer about. So whether or not course of action,
Jojo Ababaze, wait dear,
and whether or not to say,
wait dear, wouldn't need Papado, need Papado Esquire, Ade, we are on the Abisa.
And no make a choice, say, you see, a bronze on your political figure, and Kamehunu say, and Kabia statement now make ye no. So statement maybe a tarnish when image. May a judge na metwa, me view a bit different from Abia do be huno. Because the point is that say or a political figure. Abia statement will busy on other information sources be a unyaye. And I was saying now out now so yeah another press conference to also debunk the abronye air can say no and tessa say ni na Abia etia na che no kra me de buy say netie. It is abronye kono so say me rely on those statements I may verify no to the best of my knowledge na the American are right at that time. And I'm the two joints say now fee say no credit and I was say o ma me rebata and answer all the clarification straight up wako court no wako see no for defamation. So that political figure seeking certain information and I relying on those statements we no can be or they pay more information. Now what can you say o do check kwa ha it say what change we so the free hand. Does it amount to defamation? I also now hear the ingredients of defamation. Now if you say ingredients of defamation who prove krana there are exceptions a woman exception even said the person is a political figure or seeking clarity relying on certain information.
It's not just one final crowd still no make there might
if I'm a lawyer for Abronya there might be if I'm a lawyer for Abronya meko other exceptions I want defamation where a man no political figure ne kwan say certain statement bi wa wotimi kan e bi no kan say Joyce Bawa sika say no oje na o diska o honom no sa asem no kan no e ya dia wa rely on certain information bi a free media houses bi no rely on and o dia betuja enti say o Joyce Bawa o fi say sika ni honom o say o ba out na o be kire me say me ni say sika no na o ka say o say Joyce Bawa ka so be si wa Abronya on so okoi wa nko because Joyce Bawa ya lawyer who say one subsidy on that leg what you say so the lawyers must also avail their mind to other exceptions be a which will inure to the benefit of what Papa we what is Abronye and also no must be busy on that to file their defense. Okay. What I say now grona the court and they have to also argue must be say when you so anti a man can say statement way I also rely on those statements or a political figure it a person money ye ekoso that is the reason why I am same way no so can it won also about to be chire say as a CEO menye boni bia adeti na woman out man straight up wako file wako
na the abon can some way by yeah radia
the point I may be say 20 million suit now wa file no I was say whether or not say we ni kra Abronye obenya sa de ne de amawa because e bia na akoye o kosi man of straw men ka sa Abronye ni ska o ska but the point is Abronye kra bia be bakra na sa properties ni nyina na yiri din na wo so enti u kosi na waje $20 million na untimi enforce sa judgment ni ntia no because obana na yire edin ana one na yire na nya property na ekwan ben so na be fasa na se wa enforce sa $20 billion na chine no eti no ane se na yire entwe ma mefa sa de no
na we so me nya so odi kan ya check say bia or properties na
property ni de obe check
$20 billion
but na yire be file interpleader action de aba and your friend interpleader. So interpleader action two bones as a plaintiff na file aba say ono property ni kura mo kan wasem you ni kru na nya during the subsistence of formal marriage no munya as a property ni ntanya Abronya no nko ade a na watimi do 20 million aba betia no e ba sa wakọ court kwa akọ judgment hunu kwa
we say okay so say no the obo kaseja no be say keke ask if lawyer if Abronya can sue Randy for causing financial loss but say they talking about surcharge when about surcharge as a surcharge
no me ka se ono kura ka se okofa lawyers na odomu free Ghana Cocoa Board no because lawyers no the state is paying them me boana lawyers omo representing Cocoa Board no state tuya omo ka It's at that time omu de be adwuma office na omu ko represent wo no e wo personal capacity na wo de ye wadwuma no na ma sa lawyers ne ko represent wo no ye ka bia wo de abo oman no eti abronye kura so pai ho no obetime siu se wo unshi wo musika de enti na wo engage the services of a lawyer in
ati abronye so betumi asiu
na no correct ni defense no obetime plead wo mu a kire se ebi no ka ho asem se wo kura wo be representative first case no wo the lawyers ba ma wo suit no kura e bogu e lawyers e Ghana Cocoa Board lawyers e state lawyers are state did resources ne ti omoka it is a one misuse yesika ni bianka then I engage the services of what state lawyers e ma mo be yes no
it you also betumi get one
means that thing e won the defense ni mu kura eti do ka bia wo gina so na de ye a clear example ni say wo file suit kura na ho nso wakasa ko for state lawyers na
and they say get this one refile suit no kura
meme na nka betumi fo okọ court me ma blow back e so odwenansa eni kwa sa opre ho because rasha obenya rashes what as so okona lawyer bi ma this lawyers ne so start to technicalities e wo mu dia ode sa ba biem on be sa bia na tranye ni asan ma another blow what as na no kra no ko na ko win eno nkire se o mu ntimi nsan kwa api o metima frustrate wa kopim se wa obeye mere because lawyers ka so be frustrate you pa ma waswan ye nti edu ba bia sa ukona oji blow say anu anya abotan wa badwene te say de kospio gabra badwene ye no aha onto de tia wontumi a wa badwene otene ba bi no enya so fiti na refile wa anya careful a obe
kwa me bafu abronye onu ane kofa animal farm lawyer ba e animal farm kwa me bafu abronye udi na chi yes udi Wednesday ti obe blue cruise dey
you are we hu no o try so be hwiahwia ne ma no de ne ma be ba abontene na wo de da obema me kwan a meba ha mebedi defamation any exceptions bi e wo ho ebeba no bon se exceptions bi ni bi near to the benefit of abronye it why you careful no de ade bana so be file defamation so the lawyers they ought to study the rules very well any defamation ingredients no any niema bi a e wo ho wo exceptions o read the book bi say written by scholar ni din na me refi one of the foreign books say the wasi actually defamation exceptions bia say nipa ne kosa exceptions ni mu no de be kasa wa abontena won so sidi what you say e ho na me de kan because oye political figure how you say example say be a political figure and also wunya abotre na wo hwe say ade na me in any case wo baso a your personal capacity na wo ankasa na yesi wo why am from so na yes wo kosi obi into wo personal capacity ana wo ye ade ne de tia abronye. So you've engaged lawyers as state to do musika to your maka. E ho kra also financial loss to the state. Because lawyers now ya do omo ye no on that day e dey na was lawyers na ye Ghana Cocoa Board and I do omo call we engage omo. It is all engage lawyer suit like this $20 million. Let's see says oh your lawyer never when ma ko check legal fee. I check $20 million na hwe the lawyer na beje wo. The $20 million lawyers na charge ni sika ketwa. Etinyo no watu kanti on that particular day na lawyers ne call court no. Nenko mu obibi ya ombe ye wo Ghana Cocoa Board dey ama omo because state did sika tu omo ka bosomi bia. Ana wo engage omo court on that fateful day. Etu omo court no enado do omo di follow court ni nyina ye calculate. E wo se wo no otua ho ka. Adema state.
Randy Abbey no ni
wa cost financial. To Randy Abbey o tie me dia. Onwuni se lawyers no do omo court no kro bi betimi kra pasa abronya no kra betimi so prepare suit to kra de atia no. E wo ho no so de omo call ya na se ho no kra causing financial loss to the state.
Yeah, minimabe. Yo, Kayantumi and Kofuriata did by a running story. And
Furiata, no, they also only say, yes, a Ghana, the only year now, man for ye did near their bringo Furiata and US or ye dear some Korea a piece home. Et to Furiata no cry and chill US in ye na fecres and yaba. It had a normal home, Modo as some among court. Now, one charge you Furiata near Assam. So, enye na masloko ade ebu anofo no wa brucha ye mfa ne maye no na ye nta binum no only prosecute no de a afi de obi si ye se obi wo abruchiri no a ya twa de visa mu nti ya mfa ne mra na be try no mo wo try abia mo mfa nko na mo ndi asem no court because e betimi akoso ama ye di asem no in absentia ama court abua so di fa court betimi abua for only lawyers wo Ghana ha etu nkoso ni ase na se mfa ne mra na ye mra metete no de mo wi an se betete ne de judgment ayi ato no bail na je so kofa Jesus Christ ba ansan watimi amiti bail condition nya de mo wi an no
all right
but US one mo mbasa atwemanso na ma beche oma
Mate, but as Papa Lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu, it's been an interesting discussion. Na yebeda Lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu ase. Yame eya aduma next week. Yabesan Asia Jumedie so. Wish everyone well. Just enjoy your weekend. Enti yade talk Ghana Jumedie no esiha. Midi ed Kwaku. Kyeremanteng Nkansah keke edie na eye aso ede akwia obode no nsia kase ebo no ebro. Once again, stay blessed.